We're gonna go ahead and use our ultimate. A bit of a fight going on in mid. We see Hades under tower. His dash is down. We're gonna try to land on him. We get some damage, but not the knockup. We're gonna fire off our 1. Get the basic attacks onto him. We dash up. We're gonna get our mez onto the Oleron. Keep getting some damage. Attack some minions, and then our chain lightning is able to get the pick onto the Oleron. Ganesh is in trouble. We get some damage onto Fenrir. Oh, he dashes in. This should be another pick. That is a triple for us. What a do, skibbity boo, it's your boy Shiny Bee Gaming, and today we're going to be playing the Hopper Apollo and Carry. If you are new to the channel, I add some commentary to a game that I've already played with the intentions of seeing what went right, what went wrong, and hopefully there's something that we can learn together. If there is something that we learn together, make sure you check out the channel and subscribe for more content. If you are a returning viewer, the 8.7 patch is here, which means no boots, and I'm absolutely loving it. It's like a new puzzle to solve. It's kind of fun trying to figure out how to build hunters without the attack speed boots. The attack speed boots did provide you 25% attack speed, and you got it really early on, so it was very helpful, and we got to kind of figure out how to build around that. This game is a Apollo crit build, and I already have a Apollo attack speed build on the channel from the PTS for the Hopper PI. If you are interested in the attack speed build, I'll try to link it in the top right, and I'll also have it in the description down below, just in case I forget to link it in the top right. In terms of the leveling order, at level 1, we want to put a point to our 1, level 2, put a point to our 3, level 3, put a point to our 2, level 4, another point to our 1. We want to max out our ultimate whenever we can, max out our 1, max out our 3, max out our 2. The reason we want to max out our 3 over our 2 is it's going to provide a movement speed buff and debuff to enemies. The buff and debuff is going to be 10% movement speed at level 1, 20% at level 5. So if we can slow the enemy and increase our movement speed, that's going to put us in a spot where we're most likely going to be able to get a pick. D2 just increases the duration of the mesmeration. The mez is going to kind of stun enemies until they take damage, so it's a little bit different than a stun. In terms of the start, we started with Gilded Arrow and tier 1 of Devourer's Gauntlets. Gilded Arrow is going to provide us 15 basic attack damage, 50 health, and 7 MP5. It has a passive every 10 seconds. The highest health enemy minion or jungle monster within 80 units is marked. If you secure the killing blow on that target, you're going to gain 7 bonus gold and 20% attack speed for 8 seconds, and restore 20 mana. We're in a little bit of trouble right now. We fall under tower, and Izanami goes down to the tower, so that's kind of a free pick. We went with beads for our relic. We didn't know who their support was going to be. We had a feeling it was going to be Fenrir, but it was actually Hades. So either way, I'm glad that we picked up beads. Fenrir is their jungle, so beads is going to be helpful for that. We picked up 3 health potions and a multi potion. With Apollo's passive, if we land 10 basic attacks, our next 5 basic attacks are going to be 100% increased attack speed. We probably could have gotten some damage onto the Hades if we dashed up and skipped the minions. However, we're pretty weak. We're going to have to dash away. Ideally, we want to have 1700 gold. That's going to allow us to get the tier 3 of Devourer's Gauntlets. Apollo's fun. I like him. I think he's a good dual character as well. Ideally, we want to have our passive fully stacked, which is marked in the kind of bottom left of the screen. That little bar is filling up each time we land a basic attack. And then once it hits 10, there's going to be 5 little, how would I describe them? They look like little sunshines, if that makes any sense. We want to try to attack an enemy whenever we have that ready to go. So we get the 5 little sunshines. That sounds really weird. Whenever we get the 5 little sunshines, we're going to kind of dive in on the enemy and try to apply pressure to them. I definitely like the attack speed build on Apollo a little bit more than the crit build. But I think that's just preference. There's no harpies here. Yeah, they were able to strip away the harpies. They have an Izanami, so they're going to have a lot of lane pressure. We just need to survive it. That's an Izanami ultimate. We have our ultimate. She's pretty weak. She's pretty low on mana. We're going to make it look like we ran away. We're going to go ahead and use our ultimate. Our ultimate's going to burn a lot of mana. We dash in. There's a full minion wave here. We're going to get our one off, and we're able to get the pick onto the Izanami. We also got her beads, which is helpful to know. Her beads should be down for at least a minute. I think it's a 1.5-minute timer, if I'm not mistaken.
I'll attack middle lane. On my way.
But we do have enough money for Devourer's Gauntlets, so we're going to go ahead back, pick those up. Devourer's Gauntlet's going to provide us with 30 physical power and 15% physical lifesteal. It has a passive that killing an enemy god or minion will give you a stack of plus 0.5 physical power and plus 2% physical lifesteal. You receive 5 stacks for a god kill and 1 stack for a minion kill. This can stack up to 70 times. When this item is fully evolved, it's going to provide 65 physical power and 29% physical lifesteal. The 29% physical lifesteal is really why we're picking up this item. The 65 power is also nice, but that lifesteal is going to be very helpful. If we wanted to go into more power, we could go into Transcendence or Ikivol. So I played a few games with Apollo trying to figure out what would be the next best item. And for me, it was Odysseus Bow. I tried out Ikivol, I tried out Rage, tried out the Executioner. Going into the Odysseus Bow, picking up that attack speed early on, and then that passive on the item as well. We're pretty weak. We're going to get the Mez. We're trying to get her dash. We finally get her dash. Throw off our 1. Lands basics. We're going to dash up, but we were able to get her with the basic. If that basic missed, or if it took one more basic, we would have been able to get the pick on her with our 3.
On my way.
Middle tower is under attack.
I did notice a little glitch on the skin. I didn't do it this game. If you are using your special emote and then you also use your global emote, the guns in Hopper's hands are going to disappear. You're just going to have little handguns. I was able to recreate this twice, but I didn't want to do it this game. He's not like pointing a handgun with his thumb out, or his thumb up and his finger out. He's just acting like he's holding guns, but he's really not. The guns are in his pockets. That'd be a secret little Easter egg if he was pointing his finger.
Let's not let him hurt anyone else.
Right now we're just trying to hit as much farm as possible.
Enemy missing middle.
We have our passive fully stacked. That would have been a good time to try to engage that Izanami. I ran into a lot of Izanamis on patch day. Don't exactly know why, but I think anytime I was carry, it was like every other game was an Izanami. I think I played 6 games as Apollo, and 3 of those games were against an Izanami. That's her dash, that's the Ganesh ult. She uses her beads. Because she used her beads, there's not too much we're going to be able to do. If she was trapped in the Ganesh ult, we would have tried to really pressure her out right there. We're going to get the Harpy, get the Greatest Scorpion. Greatest Scorpion is going to increase our purple and red buff. The red buff received a buff in the 8.7 patch. It used to be 7% lifesteal whenever it was enhanced, but now it's going to be 10%. Got some good damage off. We definitely won that trade. We're going to go ahead and back because we have enough money for Odysseus Bow or Oboe. Oboe is going to provide us with 40% attack speed. It has a passive that every 4th basic attack is going to trigger a chain lightning, damaging the target and up to 4 nearby enemies for 15 damage plus 60% of your total basic attack power. So picking up Gilded Arrow is going to help that out. We were very predictable with what we were doing right there. That's a shell. We're in a little bit of trouble. We're trying to get the pick. It's risky. We're going to use our beats and our dash. We probably just needed to use our dash.
On my way.
Enemy ultimate down.
Ultimate is ready.
Gilded Arrow increases our basic attack damage, and then the Oboe is going to take advantage of 60% of that. The purple buff did not receive a buff in the 8.7 patch, so whenever it's in its base form, it's going to provide us with 10% increased attack speed, and then whenever it's enhanced, it's going to provide us with 25% increased attack speed. So it's kind of like picking up the attack speed from boots whenever it's enhanced. I feel like purple buff is a lot more important on this patch than it was in the previous ones whenever you had the attack speed boots. I think Oboe might be my favorite hunter item. It just allows you to do so much. Izanami dashes, we're going to use our 2, let some minions get some damage. We miss a basic attack or 2, we might lose that trade, so we're going to go ahead and dip.
Be careful,
We
middle.
can get out of this.
On my way.
Ally has been slain.
Oboe's just free damage, free clear. You don't even have to attack an enemy god to get some damage onto him. Now that we have our lifesteal and our attack speed online, we're going to start pivoting into crit. We almost have our Devos online, which is Devourer's Gauntlets.
Enemy missing left. Rule number 2.
We're going to go ahead and get our ward set up.
Hear my secret
You
knock.
don't need my
I don't think Fenrir has showed up in our lane once this game.
Your team has destroyed.
Which, hey, we'll take it.
Take this, jungle buff. Bye.
Enemy missing right.
They were my kid.
We're going to go ahead and use our ultimate. A bit of a fight going on in mid. We see Hades under tower. His dash is down. We're going to try to land on him. We get some damage, but not the knockup. We're going to fire off our 1. Get the basic attacks onto him. We dash up. We're going to get our mez onto the Oleron. Keep getting some damage. Attack some minions. And then our chain lightning is able to get the pick onto the Oleron. Ganesh is in trouble. We get some damage onto Fenrir. Oh, he dashes in. This should be another pick. That is a triple for us. We hear Izanami. We're hoping that she'll come and give us the quad. But she falls under tower. We're going to get some damage onto her. But I think she's out of our range. No quadra kill for us. So when to balance using Apollo's ultimate to get to lane. And when to use it to kind of rotate to a fight like that. I think maybe the first ult or 2 you could use to get to lane, but you're going to lose a lot of mana, so you just got to be wary of that.
We all want things.
Then you want to kind of save it for rotating to team fights. That's kind of just what I've been doing whenever I play Apollo. You can use it however you like, but if you use it to get to lane, you're going to be burning a lot of mana. We went ahead and picked up Rage. Rage is going to provide us with 30 physical power and 30% critical strike chance. It has a passive that getting a assist on a god or a kill is going to give you 1 stack. Each stack is going to provide 3% critical strike chance. Stacks are permanent and stack up to 5 times. The evolved Rage is going to provide us 30 physical power and 45% critical strike chance. So we already have 6 kills. We should be able to get another 5. Or a couple of kills and an assist. We're going to go ahead and start working on the Draugr. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Izanami's here, so we're going to pull back a little bit. Try to get some damage on her. We do have crit now, so hopefully we'll land some fat crits. She dashes away. We're just looking. She's going into the jungle. She's in lane. We're going to dash up. We miss our one. We get a crit onto her. Get another crit. And we're able to get the pick onto Izanami. That's 1 stack on our rage.
Let's not let him hurt anyone else.
We're going to go ahead and go hit the Draugr. The Draugr is going to provide our team with a buff where if we're standing under a tower, the tower does more damage and has more protections. I forget the exact number. That is something I'm going to have to kind of etch into my head.
Attack the Gold Fury.
Their carry's gone. We haven't seen anyone over here in a minute. We could probably get the Cold Fury. We're trying to pass it to the Bakasura, but he keeps running outside the circle. It's kind of annoying. That was her purple spawning. I'm just going to go ahead and keep hitting the minions. Try to make sure we're not missing out on that. The purple is up. Oleron's here. We're going to use her too. Get the mez, dash away. We should be out of his range. We're going to try to get our purple, but he is kind of chasing. Yeah, he's going to pursue. Izanami just dashed up. That's an Izanami ultimate. We dash up. We think we're out of the range. We're going to go ahead and start backing. Then Oleron casts his 2 over the wall and is able to get the pick onto us. Good for that Oleron. Super unlucky for us. I don't know why we were hugging that wall. We should have been hugging the other wall. He caught us in a lazy back. We haven't really seen their jungler, and then our jungler hasn't really come over. So I'll take that all day. If we can leave junglers out of it, that is an ideal game for me.
Missing middle. I'm going for
Ultimate
jungle.
is ready.
We're going to go ahead, start working on Deathbringer for our next item.
Ultimate is ready.
Take this, jungle buff.
We are level 16 minutes into the game, so I think we're going to be a little off from hitting level 20 by 20 minutes. If you are hitting level 20 by 20 minutes, you're farming extremely well. It's not the easiest thing to do, but I think it's possible for every role except for support. I think it's hardest in mid.
They were my kid. They'd mind their manners.
Enemy missing right. Bye.
We're going to go ahead and use our ultimate.
They're gonna need our help.
So 4v2, we jump in, fire off our 1, try to get some damage onto the Izanami, but she dashes away. We're just missing on Bologna, so we're going to use our 2, kind of back out.
Ally.
We lose our support. We just have 1 frontline left. All of their characters are collapsing onto him. Right here, we're trying to be cheeky, maybe get a multi-kill. Then we realize, oh no, that was a terrible mistake. We should have saved our 2 for that Fenrir. We are running for our life. We realize we're not going to be able to escape. We use our Aegis, we dash away. We only used our Aegis because our dash was up. We had a feeling we were going to go down right there. I think our Mez was a second off from being able to cancel that Fenrir.
They want to go out in the world. They better grow up.
So that was just really bad positioning for us. As soon as that Nesh went down and the enemy team started collapsing on the Qin Bow, we should have started to run away.
Ultimate is ready.
They were my kids. They'd mind their manners.
Not looking good. Our team is losing team fights. We've lost the last two.
Your left tower is under attack. Your left tower has been destroyed.
Oleron is nearby. He did not take our purple, which is still enhanced. Whenever we have our passive up, we're actually at the attack speed gap or over it. The attack speed gap is 2.5 or 250% attack speed.
Attack the Gold Fury. On my way.
Without our passive, we're at 1.81.
Enemy missing right.
We're going to go ahead and hit the Oni Fury. The Oni Fury is going to spawn an enhanced minion wave in each line. The enhanced minion wave is going to have additional protections and deal additional damage. That's a Oleron ultimate. Land some basics, miss some basics, and we're able to get a fat crit onto the Oleron. That is 2 stacks on our rage. Hades is here. Get some basics onto him. We're waiting for his dash. There it is. We're going to dash up. Decrease his movement speed, increase our movement speed. We're able to get a pig onto him. That's 3 stacks on our rage.
Attack middle lane.
That's 2 down, so now it's a 5v3. We can kind of exert some map pressure. Izanami's here. Get some damage onto her. 2 people here. We're going to dash up. Increase our movement speed. Decrease their movement speed. Try to get some damage onto this Bologna. We're pushing them under their Phoenix, so this tower is going to be for free. There's a chance we could have gotten that middle Phoenix, but we're going to go ahead and just make the safe play and go for Fire Giant. Fire Giant's going to provide us with a buff that's going to increase our MP5, HP5, and also allow us to deal more damage to structures. Bit of a fight going on. Kuzenbo's able to get the pick onto the Fenrir. We're going to try to get some damage onto this Bologna. Hades is here. We're in a little bit of trouble. We're going to use our 2 beads and also dash. I don't think we need to keep using our beads while dashing. We're able to use the little wiggles in our wiggle shoes to avoid that Bologna too. We kind of want to hang out in this fight. We're trying to lifesteal off the minions. A lot of people are showing up. Oleron's here. We're going to dash away. We're going to go ahead back. We do have our ultimate, so we should be able to ult in. We're going to go ahead and pick up Deathbringer. Deathbringer is going to provide us with 50 physical power, 25% critical strike chance. It has a passive that critical strike bonus damage dealt is increased by 30%. We're flying on our helicopter. We trust that our team's going to be able to get the Oleron. We're going to go ahead, go for this Bologna, get a little bit of damage on her, dash up, cancel her too, and we're able to get the pick onto Bologna along with the tier 2 or tier 1 tower in right.
Attack right lane.
Attack middle lane. Cancel that. On my way.
Ganesh is going to do the tanking. We're going to go ahead and start working on this tower. 3 people here. Ganesh is doing a really good job of zoning that Fenrir away. We go down, but getting that Phoenix was worth it. Our team might even win that team fight. We're going to go ahead and pick up Qin Sias as our next item. Qin Sias is going to provide us with 40 physical power, 20% attack speed. It has a passive that on basic attack hits, deal physical damage equal to 3% of the target's maximum health. If the target has over 2,000 health, the bonus damage scales up. This effect reaches a maximum of 5% of the target's maximum health at 2,750 health. So just in case Bologna or Hades builds into Spectral and builds super tanky to try to avoid our crit, Qin Sias is going to come in and deal some work. We do have our ultimate. I think we're going to go try to save Ganesh.
On my way.
You're not allowed to poach elephants on this map. We're going to ult in, get the knock up, miss our one, land some damage.
Be right back.
That's his dash. We dash away. Reevaluating this fight. We're going to go ahead and lifesteal off the blue buff a little bit.
On my way.
That's an ultimate. We're going to use our beads because we got knocked up in it. Okay, some basics. Kuzumbo has this Oleron locked down. We're able to get the pick onto the Oleron.
You are the universe.
The enemy team secures the Primal Fury.
Nothing ever happens around here. On my way.
Oh, fat crits onto that Fenrir. Bologna ultimate.
On my way.
We're able to get ourselves a double kill.
Guess you don't need my help. Attack middle lane.
It's a 2v5. We should be able to take this middle Phoenix. We just gotta avoid this Hades. That is an ultimate.
They're gonna need our help. They were my kids. They'd mind their manners.
That Hades just did work. We're gonna have to
Guess
fall
you
back.
don't need my help.
We do not have a purple buff, so we're gonna try to secure that before backing. I forget how we died the first time, but I think we've had one silly death that was pretty preventable. I know our third death was absolutely worth it. So I'm cool with that one. I forget how we died the first time.
Defend the fire giant.
Oh, Oleron hit us over the wall with his tail. Yeah, that was probably pretty preventable. Enemy team is able to secure the fire giant. That is going to probably extend the duration of this game by about 5 minutes. Oleron's here. We're going to go ahead and use our ultimate. This is what Apollo is great for. Split pushing, drawing somebody over to the other lane, and then going somewhere else. We're going to go ahead and just make sure that this Phoenix stays down.
Your right tower is under attack.
An enemy has been slain.
If we die right here, it's worth it.
Your team has destroyed a right enemy Phoenix.
And we're going to check their response time. See if they come to prevent us from getting damage onto this Titan. They have 2 down. Looks like Oleron's backing on the minimap. Yeah, he's back. We're not going to be able to end it.
Ally has been
If our
slain.
team could have prevented them from backing right there, there's a good chance we would have been able to get pretty close. We might go down for it. Bologna's here. We're going to dash away. Fenrir's here. We use our Aegis. That's a shell. And unfortunately, we go down. So maybe we shouldn't have checked their response time. I don't know. I thought it was worth a shot. We're going to go ahead and pick up Ornate Arrow for our upgraded starter item. Ornate Arrow is going to provide us with 60 basic attack damage, 150 health, 10% attack speed, and 5% physical critical strike chance. It has a passive that all sources of gold gain are increased by 5%. For every 100 gold you have, you're going to gain 1.25% attack speed and 1% physical critical strike chance. This can stack up to 20 times. So whenever we have this fully stacked with Rage and Deathbringer, we should be sitting at about 90% critical strike chance. To get the full stacks on Ornate Arrow, we need 2,000 gold in hand.
Group up.
Normally, if we weren't going Ornate Arrow, we would have picked up both upgraded versions of our starter items. Not our starter items, our relics. Beads and Aegis.
Attack the Gold Fury.
On my way.
The Primal Fury is up. We're going to go ahead and make a play for that. The Primal Fury is going to provide us with a buff that allows us to deal 7% more damage to all camps. And it is not up.
Oops.
This buff is going to include Harpies, Colored Camps, the Pyromancer, Future Gold Furies, and also the Fire Giant. It can stack up to 3 times, so you can have up to 21% increased damage against those camps. We're going to push up left with Ganesh. There's 3 in mid, 4 in mid. Even though I just hit the primal, this is going to be a free Phoenix.
Need our help. They want to go out in the world? They better grow up. Let's not let them hurt anyone else.
We're able to secure the Phoenix.
Bet you didn't see that one coming. I'll stay out.
Bologna's rotated to try to stop us. We're going to measure 2. Get some good damage. We're able to get the pick on Bologna. That's 4 down. Hades is in mid. This should be game. Minions canceled Hades back, and we're able to secure the victory. Well, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. It really helps these videos out. If you feel like you learned anything at all, check out the channel and subscribe for more content. These stats for this game will be posted in just a moment. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a great day. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.